Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're doing one of your favorites, the 970 series here in Tilst, one of the most popular courses in the world actually. Played a lot. For the longest of time it was the second most played course in the world, so definitely a treat out here. Weather is absolutely gorgeous today. I think we should just get to playing. 970 out here is 2 under par, so gotta get a couple of birdies and then a bunch of pars. Or just a bunch of birdies and a couple of bogeys, that's probably more likely. Let's get going here on hole 1. I'm doing 2 off the first. That's much better. Actually, go in. That was nice. All right. Okay, that was a pretty good start after doing a little mulligan, but you know, that's allowed in disc golf on hole 1. Don't want to throw from here, that's for sure. See if we can capitalize and get a little birdie to start. My putting has become a lot better lately as the weather has gotten warmer, because you know, for me it's all about that hand not being cold when it comes to putting. So hopefully we can get some pop today and hit some nice putts. Starting out right here. Oh yeah, good birdie on 1. It is one of the birdieable holes for sure. Hole 2 is just super cool, man. Like 110 meters or something, 122 meters, but quite a bit downhill, so it is definitely reachable for me. Okay, we have someone walking in there. Should wait a little bit. Gonna try and flip my wave over a little bit, get it to hold right for a little while, and then come back left to the basket down there. Come over, come over. The tailwind's holding it. Hit those trees. Nice. Okay, should be an easy upshot at least. That was the angle I was going for, but I wasn't sure how much the tailwind from the left would affect the disc. Seemed like it did quite a bit actually. I could go jump putt, or I could go with a little range forehand around. I think the range is more safe. Nice. That is within a meter. Hole 3 can sometimes play a little tricks. I haven't quite figured it out yet because you need to get so far left without going all that deep. Maybe it's actually just a range forehand. Why have I never thought about just standing here and going for like a turnover forehand? Maybe even just like a little glitch. I'm about to break this hole completely, guys. It is the easiest little glitch forehand. That's not high enough. That was a weird release, but I think I'm like 20 meters. That's supposed to be a lot better. That was a little too much Anheuser, so it didn't really get to the floaty part. But I think throwing the glitch at that backside should be pretty. Is it like 50 meters? I can make the putt. I think that's gonna be my play in the future, because like I'm taking all of the first trees, like first 5 trees out of play by throwing the glitch, or by throwing the forehand, because you know I won't miss that on a Anheuser forehand. I think that's actually a good play. Now let's get this little putt rolling. No, oh, that's so weak. I didn't quite get the pop. That's not good. Never had a chance. I'm a little bit confused with my 15-meter putts, because like up to 15 meters I'll just do a normal putt. Don't really need to jump, but like at that distance I need to jump a little bit. And then I'm not sure, I might want to flex it a little bit to control the distance like I used to do. But also, I have had some nice putts that are just hyzering in. Just my normal putt, but throwing a little bit out to the right. But these putters do seem to fade a bit, so I'm afraid of them rolling away as well. That's a little high, but it works. That's a par though, that's fine. I think this is a situation where I would like to have something between my wave and my zenith, because throwing zenith here, I have to put it on Anheuser. But I want to just throw something flat, but it's a slight headwind, so I can't really. There's a bee caught under the tee pad. I can hear it like going crazy. It's kind of funny. Also kind of evil. Sorry, bee. What I was saying is that it's a headwind, so my normal wave, or my distance wave, it's gonna flip too much. So I think I have to go with the zenith on a flex here. But I guess that's gonna work just fine. Wow, that was a pure shot, wasn't it? All right, Looks like that Zenith is definitely making a point. He wants to stay in the bag, and I think he will be. So, as usual, a little health update on me. It is now, I believe, the 26th of March. So this video is coming up in a couple of weeks as usual, but as of now, I have had a week and a half where I felt a lot better stress-wise. So I think I'm getting better. I think I'm soon to be back in school. I believe actually when this video comes out, I'm definitely going to be back in school. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling more healthy. Haven't been so dizzy. Even had a teen camp this last weekend where I was there the entire weekend and I didn't get sick from it. So that's really big improvement. I always get the distance wrong here. I'm not sure how far it is, but I think it's only like 70. So let's just throw a putter, right? Just throw the proxy kind of straight, and hopefully that'll do. That's a little left. Distance was right though, I think. I need to beat that proxy in a little bit more because it's a little bit too stable for me still. I want it to be flipping just a little bit so I can pop it on my natural hyzer and it'll flip up to flat and go straight. Because right now I need to actually put it flat for it to go straight. But what I was saying, yeah, I'm definitely feeling better. And other than that, life-wise, I have a huge announcement. I don't know how much of an announcement it is for you guys, but something really exciting happened here last Friday. Mia and I got engaged. So we're getting married, which is absolutely amazing. I went on a knee on a beautiful hill on Friday, and then we were in a little bit of a rush after that because we were preparing for the teen camp, and then we had to go there, and then we were there for the entire weekend. But yeah, I guess that's kind of why I'm here in Aarhus, because this is my second home now while we're planning our marriage. Planning our wedding, I guess. Yeah, you guys can see from here. But yeah, we've only known each other since like July last year, but I guess when you nail an absolute jackpot like I have, you gotta just put a ring on it, right? Because she's awesome. I have nothing here. I should really lay this up. I think I will. This is unfortunate, but nothing to do really. I think I want to be more strategic with like when I'm getting aggressive, because I have just been running everything. Oh, I went a little long actually. I'm under the camera. That's a par. But yeah, I have been running everything for the longest of time. But I have been getting some 3-putt bogeys lately because I run something that's kind of ridiculous. And I don't feel like 100% confident in my putt to where I can just make anything inside the circle as I used to. So, gotta be a little more careful and attack when it makes sense. Talking about attacking when it makes sense, this is the most ace run-like hole ever. With the tempo probably. Obviously an island hole. There's OB down in the water. There's a drop zone if you go OB. But just gotta throw your favorite approach disc right at the pin, and hopefully you're gonna ace it. A little hyzered out. Don't hit that and roll in. And guess what? It hit that and rolled in. That is so unfortunate. But hey, you're supposed to go straight, not into the trees. That's kind of the punishment. At least the disc was retrievable. It's not very deep, this water, so that's fine. But I don't know what's about big germ and going in the water. Come on, man. Now I have to hit this drop zone putt to save a par, which is definitely doable. But also a little risky, because if you hit the cage or something and don't go in the basket, you're going to roll back in the OB and it's going to be a double bogey. Fade. Never faded. Okay, that's a bogey. Oh well, not the best, not the worst. Actually, kind of the worst. Bogey it is though. Okay, so back to even. Hole 6 here is a 250-meter hole, par 4. So it's really just all about distance. Gotta get left of these first trees, but that shouldn't be a problem. Gonna go with my wave. I think there's a little bit of a headwind, so I need to put it on slight high to begin with. But other than that, just pump it up high. Make sure it has time to turn and come back. It doesn't have the height. That's ridiculous. Birdie out of play. Right off the get-go. Look at this thing. I'm standing like right behind it. I'm taking catch relief back to here. Because, you know, I'm making the rolls. Now coming down here, there's a lot of headwind actually. I shouldn't have thrown the wave in reality, but since the birdie is now out of play, things are getting pretty simple. There's OB on the right side of the path out there, so I don't want to go there, but now I can just throw my zenith out kind of flat, maybe slight hyzer on the right side, get around the tree, and then have a nice little upshot. That was so weak. I went into the... No! It hits the last tree and stays in there. That's ridiculous. Oh, my back is so tight, dude. That was one of those, like, shots that felt like 50% power or something, even though I really tried. It just fell out of my hand, kind of. I don't know. Throwing power hyzers is not my thing. I think maybe just power. Throwing power is not my thing. Nah, come on. Maybe we can swing a forehand in there to the green still. But otherwise, we have 3 pretty easy holes coming up. Pretty birdiable at least. Or 2 of them are like automatic birdies, or should be. One of them is kind of hard. I'm trying to say there's still plenty of opportunities, so let's not be too mad about a bogey if it were to come, but it can still save it. Very awkward position here though. Like maybe I go all the way out here. Yeah, I think I'd throw a flex shot like all the way on the right side with a Tesla, I think. Oh yeah, this is definitely doable actually. Come on. No, that's not the right angle. Sit. That's actually OB out there. So that's gonna be a double bogey now. Oh, that's so frustrating. Like, just error on the left side there. Don't give it a chance to come out in the OB area. Or actually, I think it plays hazard in tournaments, if I'm not wrong. So I'm playing it from where it is, but with a penalty stroke. It's been a little bit up and down whether or not they put the hazard out there, but I think we should play it today. There's no real opportunity to run this either, so I just have to lay it up for the double bogey. That's frustrating. This hole is super easy though, as long as you just remember to disc up a little bit so you can get the skip up the hill. You don't have to throw it pin high or chain high. You can just throw it into the hill right under the basket and it'll slide up there. So I'll go for a little servo. I'm the worst. I somehow managed to slip on this tee pad, like on my second step, and I didn't stop. Slipped on the sand. That's so ridiculous. Okay, no down talk. Save the par. Move on. Don't be an idiot. How in the world did it roll all the way back to here? It's crazy. Yeah, nice. Maybe this is the year where I learn to throw patent pendings, so I don't have to go lefty forehand anymore. Is that a thing? I don't know. Okay, it slid a little bit long. I still have a little putt to make, but shouldn't be a problem. Still gotta putt them though, because this can definitely spit through these baskets. I had like 3 cut throughs, like straight cut through the chains when I warmed up my putt before the round. That's a little crazy. Saved the par, so I'm still 2 over, which is really bad at this point. Like on this course, you really want to score on the front 9. And I was pretty sure, I was pretty confident that today was going to be one of the days where I really shoot hot, because I've been feeling really good lately and the weather is really nice. I'm not quite feeling on top of things today, but maybe it'll come. Maybe it'll come. This is a bit of a crazy hole though, because you gotta throw under the ceiling, but still keep it kind of high to get it there. But I did almost ace it with my trail last time I was here, so that I have to go with it. Going for a little hyzer flip, just straight at it, because that's what trails do, right? Come on, be in control, man, and stiffen up a little bit. Don't be... I feel like I'm all loosey-goosey and like falling into the shot rather than standing up straight and engaging the core. That's better. That's a lot better. Skip a little. Wow, that was a very needed park job there. Beautiful shot with the trail. That's just something I've not been able to do in the past, but with that trail, that straight shot for like 90 meters, 100 meters, even 110 if I give it some height, it is revolutionizing, that's for sure. This is actually a little bit of a bonus birdie for me, if you look at my history on this course. So that is really, really nice. Good momentum builder. Now let's build on top of that momentum. Coming into a very easy hole. Literally just like 60 meters, slightly uphill, or quite uphill, but like wide open. So shouldn't be missable at all. Let's get it. Seems to be a little bit of a headwind here, so I think I'm just disking up to the Envy rather than the Proxy, and I'll just throw a little hyzer on the right side of the basket, let it turn in there, or fade in there, I guess. No, come on, skip. Oh, that's ridiculous. Why am I making it so hard on myself on these easy holes? That is so bad. I just don't get the height. This hole is so ridiculously simple. I'm not supposed to have this putt for the birdie, but let's just redeem ourselves with the putt. It's the only thing I can really do now. Can't chase or drive. Nice. Okay, mistake erased. We got the birdie. Kind of feels like cheating a little bit, throwing such a bad drive to where you like really deserve a par, but then just being able to putt from 10 meters. A little bit of a cheat code there, but we'll use them if we have them. Back to even. Okay, that makes it a lot more doable. There are plenty of birdies to get. I can birdie old holes out here. Oh, I actually forgot to tell you guys about today's sponsor when I got the first birdie. But today's sponsor is Birdie Cards, as usual, because they're sponsoring this entire series again this year. Like I said, you guys absolutely smashed it last year with getting these cards, and you loved them. So we're working with them again this year. It's this little wooden gadget. This one is for 2024 though. It's from last year, but I didn't break all of them, so I'll have it for another season. But basically, it helps you keep track of which birdies you've gotten on a specific course. So for me, these holes are the ones that I've already gotten. Let's see. We birdied 1, so that's already broken out. We didn't birdie 7, we got 8 though, so that's a new one. Then we get to break that one off. And now we can see we got another one on the card. And then in that way you can put a little bit of pressure on yourself. This 17 and 16, really hard birdies to get out here. So they could be really fun to get, and you know, it's just a really nice way to show your achievements. And if you want one of those for yourself, they're literally available for every course that is on UDisc, because you just put in the URL from the UDisc layout. So just go to birdiecards.shop and use code GSFAN for 10% off your order and enjoy your fun gadget. Maybe compete a little bit with your friends, whatever you want to do. I definitely love them. Now this hole, I also don't have on the birdie card, do I? Dare I? I don't have it on the birdie card. So let's get it with the Hex here. The Hex has been a new addition to my forehand arsenal. That little flip up forehand, just go straight. Could also be a temp. No, I think the Hex is actually perfect here because you don't want it to fade a lot. It just goes straight, this one, if I just flip it up from a slight hyzer. Come on. Oh, slipped on the tee pad again. Oh, we got past a lot of trees there. What's up with slipping on the tee pads? That's absolutely insane. It's not even wet out here, but I'm slipping on like every other tee pad. I guess it's just really muddy and worn out. That's annoying. I already released it a little bit, and I did end up hitting a tree and kicking to the right, so it's probably just gonna be a par. I actually may have a little chance here for the birdie. I'm not quite seeing the line. There are some branches in the way here. Maybe. Okay, I think a lefty putt out there will actually be my best bet at the birdie, because those branches in front of me are blocking the straight shot. Fade in there. Oh! That's a really good bid. Oh well. I'll take that after that drive, even though a birdie could definitely have been nice to get on that hole. Very birdable for me, I'm not sure. My forehand isn't feeling that good today. Haven't thrown it much yet, so let's see. Remember, we're tapping out with the right hand this year, just to give it some better stats. And letting it know that putting is easy, rather than always doing the easy putts with the left hand and then going to the right when I'm outside 3 meters. It's a small thing, but could be a big difference. Could be 2 strokes in a tournament if I miss those little 5 meter putts or so. Now we have a hole that is triple bogeyed a lot. Because if you hit one of those early trees, you could be done so, and it's such a tight gap. But it's also a par 4 and only like 110 meters, so if you do get it clean off the first shot, or maybe 120. 117. But if you do get clean here off the first shot, it's a very simple up and down for the birdie. So a lot of pressure on the first shot. I think I'll do a flip up with the trail maybe. I think that could be good. Because I can put it on some more hyzer, which is more comfortable for me now that there's a tree on the left side that I'm afraid of hitting. So I'll go trail, put on a little more hyzer, flip it up to a slight hyzer, and then just carry to the left hopefully. Oh, I hit an inside gap. Oh, barely hit the last tree there. That was really lucky though, so can't complain about the last kick, but that was almost all the way through. Wanted to hit the gap a little bit more to the right, but gotta take what you can get out here. And I got like 60 meters, so now if I didn't kick too far into the rough, I can potentially throw a little forehand. See if I can get all the way to the pin and get a birdie. Otherwise, hopefully we can just take it far. Okay, this doesn't seem to be birdie territory. There's a lot of things in the way still, but it does seem to be kind of thin. So I could maybe just chuck a roller in there, hope it gets through some of it and gets all the way to the basket. I think that's the only correct play here, is going forehand roller. Because like I could pitch out there, but it's still kind of a tough upshot with like 7 trees in the way. So I just gotta get as much distance as possible. And I do see a gap up here in the sky. So if I can get the roller down to the ground, there's a good chance we can get like within circle 2. That's super unlucky, honestly. Like ridiculously unlucky. I made the disc this thin and still managed to hit straight onto a tree like this one and just get completely stopped. Usually they just get redirected a little bit and still get some distance. Oh well. That's kind of what you do when you go forehand roller. You draw it up to your luck and it didn't work this time, but I think I can reach out into some sort of a fairway now and actually get there based on skill. Although that leaning tree that used to be straight is a little bit of a problem. Do you go up or down from? What is that? Maybe you'll go backhand now. That leaning tree is so annoying. I think I go for a low screamer with the range here. Go under the tree. Is that a thing? Or do I go over? No, I feel like going over kind of ends up being not quite a clean line. So maybe we just snipe it here. Snipe it with the range. Come on. I hit the tree. That's ridiculous. And it rolls all the way back. Doesn't really matter. Should be fine there, but it's going to be bogey. I feel like it's a little bit underserved. Nah, it's not. It's not underserved, honestly. Just get better, man. Just get good. Still not a gimme, though. Although I think I'll go for the little wider gap here now. Slight flex. That's how I like to throw this disc. That's good. No! It's right on the freaking tree again! Am I about to take another stupid double bogey? Not even being that far off the fairway at all. That is ridiculous. This, oh man. Just a little bit off all the time. So you hit the tree that you're trying to go just inside of. That's what that hole do to you, I guess. Oh well. I can still save a bogey potentially if I hit this putt, but it has to be a flex putt because of that tree right in front of the basket. Drop. Ah, it's too high. I'll categorize that as a bid at least. I'm so frustrated. That was not supposed to be a double bogey. Such a short hole, and I got halfway on the first shot, and I just hit first available like 4 times in a row. 3 times in a row. And that's the thing, like when it's so close to perfection every time you throw it, it kind of feels like luck, even though in reality you just missed the gap. There are small gaps, but they were gaps. Okay, finish it out here. Okay, I'm taking no responsibility for that one though. It literally just went through the chains right on the pole and just spit out. Come on, man. This course is definitely hitting people who are already down, that's for sure. That's a triple bogey. Oh my goodness, that's ridiculous. For some reason, this gap feels a lot nicer for me for the forehand. Because I release my forehand lower, so there's no chance I'll miss it. And low ceiling doesn't get me as much for some reason. So I'll go octane, slight flex down this fairway. Really just gotta go as far as possible. So get something behind it here. Good place to get my anger out after that crazy hole. That's too far right though. It's gonna be a problem because it's gonna be very far now. My forehand was definitely not warm. Can't believe I'm losing to a triple bogey like that. I'm gonna have to like almost birdie out now. Not quite. This is hole 12. So there are 7 holes left and I need to get 5 birdies. Okay, 16 is almost unbirdieable, but it is possible with a flex forehand, I've heard. I really need to get the birdies that I can get. Okay, I did make it far enough to where I have the straight angle into the green at least, but it's just really far from here. I think I'm going trail, hyzer flip to straight, because this does well, you know. Just imagine it's hole 8, because it's kind of the same shape we're doing here. No, that's so much. It's so ridiculous. I have no control of my body. What is it doing like 7 billion meters in the air? That is crazy. Sorry, I'm complaining a lot now because today was really supposed to be a success story. I was sure I was going to get it today because my game has been feeling so good. And all of a sudden, come out here and the body just doesn't feel normal. This will probably be a par. And I'll still have 6 holes to shoot 5 birdies. It's possible. It would be the craziest story on this channel, probably. But I really need to get a success story early this season with these 970 series. I can't be getting behind like I did last year. I am not this bad, honestly. I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, there's a nice little gap here for the forehand Anheuser upshot. Wow, we're straight into the sun. I can't see anything. Let's get it up there. Yeah, it's parked. Ooh, it stayed in this time. That's a par. Okay, I did forget. There is actually an eagle opportunity here on hole 15. If I need it when I get there. Well, let's just get the birdie on 13. That would be pretty crazy. Not one that I get often. I think I've gotten it once. 120 meter downhill hole. That's our gap. Forehand wasn't feeling too well on the last hole, so going for the wave backhand here. Flex it on the right side of those trees in the middle. It needs to flex. Kinda does. Get around it. Oh yeah. Needed like 10-15 meters, but it's a putt for the birdie. Would have liked 2 or 3 degrees more turn, so I stayed on the Anheuser a little more, and it would have been parked, but it is one of my better backhand shots on this hole for sure. That late flipping wave is really nice. It faded out a little early, and I think it might have just caught a little bit of the limbs as well, taking some of the distance. But there's a chance for elusive birdie here on 13 from 15 meters. Come on, Andrew. That's good. Come on, dude. That's so important. Oh my word. That's clutch. That is so clutch. That is my first ever birdie on film here. And I think it might be my second birdie on the hole. Wow, that's crazy. Come on. I'm not shouting too much because there's people around because it's a little bit embarrassing, but I'm so excited right now. What a way to clutch up, dude. Come on. Back to 2 over. Super excited to click that one out, that's for sure. 13, boom, baby. There we go. And 14, the one I'm on now, I've gone before, so why not get it again? 15, basically an automatic birdie if you want to go for the birdie. Can't even go for the eagle. So we're in business. Come on. Just need 4 more birdies. How far is this hole? 74 meters. It's just straight. I think I want to throw my glitch. Because the proxy, I will have to throw like on a little bit of Anheuser to keep it from fading out here. And the glitch is just super straight, so. Come on, this gap is huge. Zoom in on the basket. Just get it there. No, dude. My temper right now is like so volatile. One good hole and I'm the most excited person on earth. Next hole I hit first available and I'm just sadder than Simon Lasot on a bad day. Come on, save this par at least. If I can even reach out into the fairway. That's good. It hits something on a forehand and trickles left anyways. A little bit. I feel like the course is against me right now. But you can probably tell. I guess I'm also a little bit against me right now. There's a putt. I clutched up on the last one. Let's clutch up again. Come on. Is this potentially... I mean, this could be the clutchest finish ever if I somehow manage to finish this out. And I can truly get the eagle on the next hole, I'm pretty sure. I've never really gone for it, but with the extra distance I've acquired lately, I can definitely get in there. Okay, it actually kicked like way back off the tree. So I don't have much here. But there is a little sniper gap. There's a little sniper gap. Come on, Andrew. Oh. Didn't quite get it. That's gonna be a freaking bogey. That sucks. Now we're getting into impossible territory. Only 4 holes to go now, actually. 4 holes to go, and I need to get 5 under par. So, you know what I gotta do now? I gotta go for the eagle. It's kind of exciting, actually. I've never been in a position where I need to go for the eagle on the next hole. So let's just try it. Okay, so the only way I'm getting this is if I like big flex it out there on the left side with the wave. It comes in on the right angle and then fades into the gap down there. It is a par 4. I have a tailwind, so I need to put it on more Anheuser than I think. So I'm thinking hole 4 tee shot. That slight Anheuser release up there on the left side, and it may have time to come back in. Need to give it a little bit of height as well. Okay, maybe not Anheuser. Wait. Sit. Don't go in the pond. Okay, that was a backhand roller, I guess. Okay, gave a little too much Annie there. I'm actually really happy that I erred on the side of too much Anheuser rather than not getting anything on it. Because usually on shots like that, I just kind of heiser it out. And now I even still have a chance for the birdie. Pretty easy chance. That's so terrible. I like yanked it so hard into that stupid stuff. Okay, I still have a birdie putt. But now from like 20 meters, and it should have been tapping right at the tree. That's it. I'm not gonna get 2 aces. Just put it way over the basket. Okay, I'm gonna stop counting because we lost, and I'm gonna speed run through the last couple of holes. Today was the day. Just a few holes ruined it for me. Now, before you click away from the video, because you might do that now because it's now over, and I'm okay with that, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos, because, you know, I'm going to be pumping out 1 a week for this entire year probably, maybe even more at some points. And I really enjoy it, and hopefully you really enjoy it too. Hitting that subscribe button will help me out as well as help the YouTube algorithm out with showing you guys some more of my videos. And maybe stick around for the last 3 holes, because at least 16 and 17 could be pretty exciting if I can somehow scramble out a birdie here. This one goes so far left in the beginning and then comes back a little bit to the right. So like the only way I've heard of birdies on it is spike Anheuser or something stupid overstable that comes out. So we're going nitro. That's on hole 17. No. I was so afraid of hitting my hand on the tree, so I kind of chopped it off there. Okay, let's skip on to the next hole. Now this is like one of the most feared holes in Denmark. Let me actually get a better angle here. So basically it's a par 4. It's 163 meters it says. Feels longer than that. But you want to go with a straight disc in this outside left gap. Kind of high in the gap. Let it turn to the right. Get all the way into the corner, and if you don't get all the way to the corner, the birdie's gone. But if you do, you have a decent upshot for the birdie. I almost eagled it last time I was here with Tesla backhand, Tesla forehand, and flashed like right behind the chains, and it was a birdie. See if we can do it with the trail. It's See if we can do it with Tesla. Let me try the Tesla again. Little high. It's not gonna hold it. Oh, nice kick to the middle. Kicked a little bit right. Ah, just went a little straight. Okay, I'm not gonna hold you guys up anymore. I didn't play well on these holes. I wanted to show you some cool stuff on these holes, but I didn't really. But thank you so much for watching this video. Really appreciate you guys being here, and I hope to see you back here again very soon. And like I said, go get yourself a birdie card and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Have an amazing rest of your week. Bye-bye.